Today on Suncoast View, we have seen all the construction on the Suncoast, but one project in Manatee County has residents asking, how big is too big? We'll discuss.
Grab your bags and your girlfriends and head out for a night on St. Norman Circle. We'll preview shopping deals just in time for the start of the fall season.
And a Motown performer brings her talent to the Suncoast. Brenda Waddy brings us stories from her days as a Marvelette, plus a preview from her new album. All that and more right now on Suncoast View. Welcome to the show. Happy Wednesday. It's Hump Day, everybody. Yes. We're partway through the week. Well, Stephanie Roberts is not with us, but she will be back tomorrow. But we have two of our friendly faces here joining us.
Hello.
Welcome to Kelly Jaco from Jaco's Boxing and Fitness.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back. We've missed you.
I've missed you guys. I'm happy to be back live with you.
I get to watch you on TV. I'm never with her, so
I know.
fun.
It's great to bring the two of you together. And, of course, one of our favorite funny traveling ladies, Linda Larson.
Oh, hello.
It's nice to see you back.
From plane to plane to plane.
Oh, and I've got some real tight ones coming up, so everybody say in prayers for me, please.
Yes, I know. Especially, I'm happy that you don't have to travel through the storms right now, because I know that it has affected travel everywhere. But Linda Larson travels everywhere, spreading the good news of humor and motivation. And we're just happy that she's here with us today.
Glad to be here.
I'll be honest, I could use a little humor and motivation this morning.
Okay.
I keep having Monday again and again and again. Yes, it is. That's what it feels like. Well, Kelly, you've been very busy. We haven't seen you for a little bit, but I know both of your gyms are running, and they're both so popular. I think we even pulled some pictures of just most of your members, but I don't think all. So that's
Sarasota.
Okay, this is your Sarasota location.
Wow.
That's one of our classes. I like to take pictures of our peeps after one of our classes.
What kind of
class?
That's a class?
What are they doing?
Well, it was a boxing circuit, so a little bit of our flavor of circuit training and strength training and punching on the heavy bags and punching with a boxing trainer. So that was our Sarasota location. I think simultaneously Lakewood Ranch was doing their thing. Also, they had an 80s theme. So.
All right, I was going to say, how old is this gym? Because you look at some of the outfits.
They went straight 80s. So Crystal there on the bottom and Jamie, they're kind of in the middle. They were running that up there in Lakewood Ranch. So we're really, really fortunate to have amazing trainers up there.
Yes, and how you keep both gyms going at the same time, plus being a mom of two, plus a wife, plus all the other things that you do. You threw the 5K donut run.
It was. We had like 450 runners out there at Benderson, and they ate donuts and they ran, and nobody threw up.
Wow, what a success.
My husband was not happy with me. He does not like to eat and run. So like he was.
So how long did they run? They did it.
So it was a 3-mile loop, and then 6 donuts, and then a 3-mile loop.
6 donuts?
Yes,
Ooh.
6 Dunkin' Donuts glazed donuts.
So I was actually overhearing in my gym a lot of the people that were prepping for this.
Danny
won.
Danny Williams she was
won.
Our overall female winner.
A lot of people talking about how to change up their training getting ready for this, because people that don't normally eat before they do a run were a little nervous that they wouldn't keep the donuts on the second half.
It's really interesting because both our male and female winner, Danny and the gentleman's name is Corey, both really phenomenal runners. They both were like, oh, I felt great that second half. Like as soon as the donuts settled, they had this like sugar surge, and they negative splitted. They went faster their second loop than they did their first loop, which is
shows you should eat more donuts.
See, if they need a relay race, then we can be the donut eaters. There you go. All right, well, speaking of eating, let's check in and see who is in the Rice's Appliance Kitchen today. We have Chef Judy.
I am so happy to be here, and I know you all marked your calendar. It's National Linguine Week.
Yes.
So we're bringing on the carbs, and I'm really excited. We brought in both Napoli and Piccolos, but I also have pepperonata pasta, and we are going to test the ultimate wives' tale. That's all I'm going to say. We have a little test with linguine today.
All right, well, you're going to have to stick around if you want to test that. I'm
Joey,
excited.
good word. Stick around.
I think I have an idea. I don't want to give any hints away. Well, that's a nice way to kind of fill out the middle of the week, literally, with a
Yes.
belly full of linguine. So we can't wait to join Judy later on in the show. Well, Linda Larson, with all of your travels, I figured this might be something that could go on your traveling list if you have the time, and you'll need quite a bit of time.
Okay.
If you're looking for the trip of a lifetime, it might be the latest luxury Silver Sea cruise. It is featuring an itinerary that will hit all 7 continents for the very first time. Silver Sea World Cruise 2020 will stop in 62 ports over 140 days. The big highlight is 3 days spent in Antarctica with seal colonies and a glacial expedition. The small luxury ship holds 382 passengers. That's it. And the best news of all, it sets sail from here in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale, in January of 2020. So, Linda Carson, don't you get any ideas? Because we can't give you that much time off.
How many
That's
days?
a 5 month. Is that a 5?
20 weeks. It's 20 weeks.
Wow.
Yes. And I thought I had it here. Yes, this might deter you. Guests can expect to shell out $62,000 for a standard cabin.
Yeah, that might have something to do with my not going.
And if you really want to go higher, you can go cabin class up to $250,000.
All you do is cash in your 401k and go. There it is. That's all you got to do.
There you go. Right? You can sell your home at that point because you'll be gone for so long.
That's pretty
You can buy a home
incredible.
for that, practically.
Yes. Well, travel goals. All right, it is time for our first hot topic. And if you have driven by the Ellenton exit on I-75 recently, it's starting to look a lot different. You've probably noticed. A massive construction project is underway at 301 and 75 and will be soon the home to the biggest business complex on the Suncoast. At 2 million square feet, the Florida International Trade Port will be bigger than the mall at UTC and bigger than the massive Feld Entertainment Studios, also in Ellenton. Benderson Development said they picked this spot due to visibility from 75 and a growing housing market there for employees. Restaurants in the area are thrilled, but the commuters, maybe not so much. I mean, have you ever seen the backup at the Ellenton exit already for the outlet mall? What do you think about this? It's that same discussion we've had about growth and then not being able to handle the roads.
Well, I mean, we're growing. I feel like that's going to happen. I'm not sure what they mean by business complex. We talked about that a little bit already. So is it going to be businesses whose offices are there, like a big building with offices, or is it going? That's what Feld is.
Well,
or,
as they're saying trade port now, that's making me think that it is going to be kind of more of one big industrial
right,
spot,
industrial,
I think.
which is an eyesore. I feel like. I mean, it's on 75, so it's not like it's in the middle of our downtown Sarasota. But if it were commercial businesses where we're trying to drum up money and jobs, and absolutely, then I don't know that I'd have a problem with it. Of course, traffic there is bad. No, I feel like no matter what, and I feel like we just need to get used to the booming traffic.
But 75, every morning there are problems on 75.
Yeah.
So many accidents there, and it's always a slow area.
Well, so couldn't we count on our county commissioners or Manatee and Sarasota County commissioners to address that and then try to resolve that issue?
Great point, and I think we were trying to do all the research before we got on today, and I believe that the Department of Transportation is already looking into upgrading that interchange because it is such an annoying
Maybe
issue.
a road on the other side of it, so we got 75 here, but 75 just can't handle that much.
No, so I think maybe we'll see people not, try to find other options to use, like we've done. Some people east are cutting through from Fruitville to University, University to 70, so maybe that same option. I mean, the idea of jobs is great, especially as we've seen more of our people move north to Parrish, to Ruskin, raise their families up there. So the idea of a big business complex.
They would have jobs,
jobs.
Yeah, so I mean, that is a big concern. We are losing people, but traffic, we spend so much time in our cars.
What is coming next?
I'm not leaving my bubble. My
There you
bubble
go.
is.
Well, so if you've wondered what was on, what that construction was, now we have a little better idea. All right. Well, technology has made many things easier, no doubt, and that includes parenting. With apps for family GPS locations and social media locators, parents can now know exactly where their wandering teenagers are at all times. But the question is that a good thing? Psychologists and parents debate. It's tempting to follow kids' every move digitally to make sure that they're safe, because all parents, of course, worry, and teens tend to get into a little bit of trouble. But others say learning to manage without adult supervision is an important part of the growing up process. Sometimes tracking even encourages deception, as teens who want their freedom go out of their way to throw their parents off of their trail. What do you think?
Don't make a rule because somebody might break it.
Yeah, exactly.
Until children leave home, they need supervision.
Absolutely.
I have spent some of the most miserable nights of my life when my daughter was late coming home thinking, she's lying in a ditch, she's bleeding to death, and she's saying, but my mom will come, my mom will come.
There are ways that we allow our children to flourish and grow and become adults without just like,
endangering
I am 100% following my children until they turn 18 and leave.
I'm still following mine, and she's 40.
Exactly. And my son, when he was 5 years old, Miles Larson, if you're out there, sorry to tell this tale, but it's true. And this was 45 years ago. He was going on his first school bus ride. And he had on his little yellow slicker and his little red plaid lunchbox, and he's walking out, and I am skulking behind the bushes all the way down the street to make sure so that's just the old version of the digital,
But he
what we have.
learned how to do it himself, even though you were there to make sure nothing bad happened.
I think we need to be there, digitally or in person behind a bush, however you need to be there, be there.
I mean, just to play devil's advocate for a second, the rule at my house when I was growing up, of course, before cell phones was whenever we got anywhere, we had to call our parents and give a phone number of where we were. That is not really the case anymore because the phone is always on the teens. So there isn't that emphasis on, okay, I better go check in. I better check in.
Yeah.
So
I just think, like, I made some really silly, stupid decisions when I was 16 years old, and now as an adult, I know that I'm not going to be able to stop my kids, but I can at least, try to protect them.
Yes. Well, and no one would blame you for that. All right. An age-old debate surrounding a popular children's show is finally getting some clarity. Are Sesame Street's Bert and Ernie a gay couple? Writer Mark Saltzman joined the show in 1984, and now he says he wrote Bert and Ernie as a gay couple. He says the pair is a reflection of his own same-sex relationship, and he was not about pushing any kind of agenda. But a spokesperson for Sesame Street has come forward and countered his statement, saying, Bert and Ernie are best friends. They were created to teach preschoolers that you can be friends with people that might be different than you are. What do we think about this? They say that they're puppets, they don't have sexual orientation. Does this matter?
It doesn't matter to me. They're who they are. I love those guys.
Right.
And I never really thought of their sex life.
I think now it matters because you have Sesame Street spokesperson saying one thing when the writer has said, this is how I wrote them. I mean, how do you tell the writer how he wrote his characters? So, like, now it's a thing. Before it wasn't a thing. I don't care either way.
It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I've always looked at them, they reminded me of my brother and I, because we shared a room together, and he was clean, I was messy, I was a chatterbox, he was quiet, so we were kind of Bert and Ernie. I'm not against seeing a gay couple, but I don't think, we don't see any couples on Sesame Street. So that's kind of where I'm thinking, I don't know that we need a gay couple on Sesame Street, because no one's coupled up. They're all just individuals.
Right.
And we need to see people as individuals and not first think of who they're with.
Yeah.
So I think it's better to learn to like a person for who they are and not go anywhere else for a while.
Linda, you look like you have something.
I just love Bert and Ernie. I mean, it's and it doesn't even matter to me. I just like, they're awesome, and I loved the Avenue Q, which was the Broadway show.
Which took it to another
whole level. But I'm just like,
maybe it's a
Bert
case
and
of you can see what you want to see. So
I
if you
love
are
that,
a young person who is having feelings and coming out that you're gay, and you look and you can go, oh, that could be a gay role model for me. Or if you're just, hey, I'm trying to get along with my best friend who's not very much like me, that could be your role
roommate,
model.
your freshman year in college.
Yeah, I'm all for role models. I just don't know if they were what we needed to be. But you know what? Let them be who they want to be. All right, you can reduce your carbon footprint for future generations, even when you're not sticking around to see it. You can literally help the environment from the grave by resting in peace in these organic capsules that will sprout trees. The creators of Capsula Mundi say that traditional graves are costly and not worth the effort for materials that do not break down easily, and that these capsule pods will not only break down easier, but fill cemeteries with trees rather than graves. What do you think about this? Would you want to join the circle of life?
I like it.
I like how hard they are to get out of. You know, I just don't want to get trapped somewhere.
Well, I hope it doesn't come to that.
You're gonna be dead. You're gonna be dead.
You never know what's going to happen after that.
But isn't the idea of being a tree, in your afterlife, isn't that
Better
nice?
than being in the ground.
Yes, lovely. I'm in.
We could sit around at night.
It's a big egg.
She's
Yes.
anthropomorphizing this whole
know,
thing.
I love it, I love
You're
it.
gone, Lynn. You're gone. It's over.
You never know. I may need to get out.
All right, we're going to check in with our mid-morning forecast. And when we come back, Motown performer Brenda Waddy joins us for an interview and a musical preview of her new album.
We're looking at very quiet conditions across the peninsula this morning, but by afternoon, again, showers and thunderstorms will start to build. We have plenty of sunshine in store for us today. Well, not much in the way of any large-scale cloud cover, except out in the Atlantic. There's one area that's associated with this trough of low pressure. That's in the process of kind of falling apart. High pressure is our weather driver today. It brings us this easterly wind flow, light easterly wind flow, light enough that we develop a sea breeze that moves a good distance inland, kicking off these showers and thunderstorms which develop along the spine of the state. They then are pushed closer to our coastline eventually, bringing us a general 20 to 30% chance of rainfall today. Northwest wind comes in at about 10 knots, turning more easterly during the overnight at about 5 knots. As we head into the afternoon, watch for clouds to build first in inland areas. That develops into a 30% rain chance, and then those showers gradually, slowly drift back to the coast by 7.
I am so excited. Brenda Waddy toured the country with Motown greats, singing with stars like Bo Diddley, top recording artists like The Temptations, The Four Tops, The Marvelettes, and many, many more. And she makes her home right here in Sarasota now. And she's coming out with a brand new solo album called It's My Time. Welcome, Brenda.
Thank you for having me.
We are so excited to have you here.
Yes.
Now, you're from Baltimore. You've been singing all your life.
All my life, yes.
Wow.
Started with the Ice Cream Man.
Out of birth. I came out singing.
I heard you used to chase the Ice Cream Man.
I
with
did.
songs.
You know, at those times, you know, we didn't have a lot of money. So the Ice Cream Man, I don't know if you guys in that era where the Ice Cream Man used to come up and down your block, remember? And so I used to make up songs. And so his name was Al. And when he would ding, ding around, we would go, Al, Al, my good old pal, you're coming to give us ice cream now. Yes! Like, oh my God, he'd be clapping first and everything. And he would give us free ice cream.
You wrote him a theme song.
I did. I didn't even use it.
You can see why at 21 you went to New York and your career took off immediately.
It did. I went to New York and I studied under the direction of Miss June Montero. She was my vocal coach for like 10 years. And not only was she my vocal coach, but she was one of the toys. How gentle is the rain.
Oh, I know
Remember
that song.
That falls softly on the meadow. I hit that note this time of morning. And so I started studying with her, and then after that, I became one of the toys.
Wow, you had some really
Toys,
famous
yes,
songs.
very
and
famous.
What were some other songs that we would know you from back in those days?
Well, they did another song. That was Concerto. Really was only their hit song. Then I became a Marvelette.
How did you get
I
to be
did.
a Marvelette now?
Well,
that's a job I always
That's
wanted.
it.
I want to
You
be
can join that group in here.
I want to be a pip.
I'll be Gladys Knight. You
Be your pip, baby.
So there were already the Marvelettes,
Yes.
but you stepped in. How did that happen?
Well, what happened is Banner Talent, which also booked the toys, they were looking for girls to be Marvelettes because the ladies were not singing at that time, and Motown still wanted them to sing. And they asked me would I join that, and of course I said yes.
For people that don't remember the Marvelettes,
Yes.
what are some of the songs?
Wait, oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, no, you gotta do your hands up. Mr. Postman, look and see.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way already.
You failed your audition. No.
Got it.
No wonder you did so well.
I did.
There are a lot of those songs that bring back memories too.
Matter of fact, on my album, I'm doing one of the Marvelette songs, Too Many Fish in the Sea. You remember that?
Yes.
Look here, girls. Take this advice and remember always in life, bump, 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 bump into each heart. Some tears must fall. That's it. Come on. Though we love and lose, we must stand tall. All right, you got the job back.
Okay. So you moved to Sarasota.
I did.
What did you sing? Are you singing? Are you performing?
Well, right now I'm performing all over. I'm singing with several bands, and then I do dementia patients during the day. I sing for them, and it's what a pleasure that is, because they don't even know each other, but as soon as you put a song on, they know every word.
Yes.
Oh.
They know every word to every song. So I do that during the day, and then I sing with different bands on the weekends. Yeah.
Well, what inspired you to bring out a new album?
It's about time.
Yes.
I've been singing behind everyone all my life. You know, Bo Diddley, Damon Wilson of the Ozzie and Harriet Show, Ricky Nelson of the Ozzie and Harriet Show, and the Marvelettes. And so I figured, it's my bucket list. Who said I put on this is my bucket list. Yeah, so I'm doing my own album.
When you were with the Marvelettes, I have to ask, that's such a huge milestone in a career. Did you know at the time how big that was, or were you caught up in it?
No, I was caught up in it. I really was, because you don't know. And you're traveling everywhere. People are asking you for your autograph. And then I toured with Dick Clark and the American Bandstand. Oh yeah, we went all over the world with them. And so you didn't know. I'm young.
Yeah.
Now I would know. I'm old. No, not really old, but seasoned. I'm seasoned.
You're fabulous.
What was your favorite song out of all those songs you sang?
My favorite song was "The Hunter Gets Captured by the Game." Did you remember?
No.
Every day things change, and this whole world seems like a new place. Anytime the hunter gets captured by the game.
I do remember that.
It gave me chills. That was my favorite song of all, because it was jazz. It had a little jazz mixed in it. It wasn't too much rock and roll, but it was a good song.
Who do you think influenced you?
At singing? Oh, goodness. Who influenced me back in those days? Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin.
The Queen of Soul.
Yeah.
R-E-S-P-C-T. Find out what it means to me. Okay, Aretha, that was for you. In your spirit, yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. And we are going to hear a song from your new album.
from my new album,
And
yes.
we're going to hear that in just a minute, but you've got to go to her release party. It's on September 27th. And when we come back, Brenda's going to sing a song from that album.
I am.
We'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
I'll be right back.
For more than 100 years, American Humane Association has been teaching kids to be kind to animals. Those in our homes, on the farms, on the silver screen, and wildlife conservation, caring for the world's vanishing creatures. But we can't do it alone. Visit kindness100.org to find ways to teach kids how they can make a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for all of us.
Growing up, my mom was afraid of the water, something she did not want me to feel.
So I enrolled Missy in swim lessons.
It changed my life.
Missy Franklin.
And now you can do the same for someone that you love.
There's nothing more precious than your child's well-being.
So act now, before it's too late.
Make us swim! I'm glad I did.
Thanks, Mom. Visit usaswimmingfoundation.org to find, get, or give a swim lesson.
A home can be much more than just a house. But for some of our neighbors, home means uncertainty and isolation. At Rebuilding Together, we turn houses into homes and revitalize our communities. Because a neighborhood is more than just houses and streets. It's familiar faces and open arms. Join the movement to ensure everyone can live in a safe home and community. Become a rebuilder today.
Welcome back. Here's recording artist and former Marvelette Brenda Waddy with I Wish I Could Love You from her new solo album called It's My Time. She's accompanied by Jacoby Henderson. Take it away, Brenda.
When I lay in my bed at night and I think about you, I wish I could love you. When I call and you come to see what's up, I wish I could love you. When my car broke down on the side of the road and I called and you came, I wish I could love you. It's that physical thing I don't feel between me and you. I wish I could love you. I wish I could love you. I wish I could love you. Love you. I tell my friends about you. They said he'll grow on you. I wish I could love you. I tried and I tried and I tried. I just don't feel it for you. I wish I could love you. I wanted to tell you, but I didn't know how to. I wish I could love you. Don't want to lead you on. It's not the right thing to do. I wish I could love you. So at the end of the day, I gotta get away. I wish I could love you. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not the right one for you. I wish I could love you. I wish I could love you. I wish I could love you. Love you. I wish I could love you. I wish I could love you. Love you. I wish I could love you. I wish I could love you. Love you.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Brenda.
Isn't it beautiful? It's a tearjerker.
It is.
Wow.
I still got tears in my eyes.
Yeah.
What are some other songs from this album?
I did a song on the album called It's My Time, and that's the title of the album. And it talks about how I got here where I'm in my musical career. And the lyrics tells that story. And then, of course, the Marvelette song I did, and I did a blues. I'm doing a Tina Turner song. I'm doing a cover, one of her cover song called Lord Make Me Over. And you can go to my website, brendawaddy.com, and you can get little snippets of the songs on the website.
And of course, you can come to her release party. Yes. You can hear a lot more of that new album at her album release party, September 27th at the Sarasota Event Center at 600 North Beneva Road. For more information, go to brendawaddy.com. Next, the best fall shopping on St. Armand Circle.
What do you get when you cross your tired, aching back with this fragile egg? The Egg Sitter Cushion, an amazing new flex cushion that supports your backside and spine so well you can sit on an egg without breaking it. Incredible!
You want me to sit on this egg? Okay. I can't believe I'm doing this. I don't even feel it. It didn't even break? Oh, I was wondering about that. Now that's a good cushion.
The honeycomb design is constructed of Elasticor that absorbs pressure points by collapsing in on itself. That's why even this egg won't break under direct pressure. Now long days at the office will be more comfortable, dinner more enjoyable, and painful car rides a thing of the past. Get your Egg Sitter Support Cushion for just $39.99. It comes with a free non-slip washable cover and our 10-year comfort guarantee. But wait, call right now and you can get a second cushion. Just pay separate fee. Call now.
Call 1-800-232-1564. That's 1-800-232-1564. Call now or go to eggsitter.com. Order now.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TrueStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Welcome back. September 22nd is the first official day of autumn. And even though our Suncoast temperatures still think that it's summer, we can certainly ring in the fall season with one of our favorite pastimes, shopping. And just in time for some great bargains on St. Armand's Circle. Barbara Pugliese of Just Because Boutique is here with some fun and fabulous fall finds. Welcome back, Barbara.
Thank you. 'Tis the season.
Yes. I have to say, this is great for northern transplants like myself who really miss the fall.
I miss it too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can get it in merchandise.
Right. And I want you to be in the know with what's trending.
Yes, thank you. Because
Yes.
that can be difficult for us.
It is.
Now, I have to ask before we get into some of the great stuff that you brought. Everyone, red tide in the beaches. How is traffic and shopping on the Circle?
Okay, we're back in speed. You
Great.
know, everything's great. The red tide's kind of gone. We don't have that smell anymore. The tourists are back, so we're open for business.
Oh, that's great. And as we keep saying, if you want your favorite places to stay open for business,
you need to come
visit them now.
Yes,
they need
to
us.
shop local.
Linda,
yes.
they need our shopping dollars.
We do.
All right, well, you brought some great stuff for us. So let's start over in front of Kelly.
So for fashion this fall, navy is a huge color. You're going to be seeing it everywhere. So I love this dress. Hadley's and Company from Canada, and I'm wearing the other version of it. But the big thing now is to mix textures. So you have this kind of open arm with it, which I love, and the floral kind of pattern on the bottom. So mixing textures and patterns, and which I love. But not only do they have a great women's line, but their children's line is wonderful. It's so hard to find good children's clothing. Look at that. That owl is as sweet as can be. And in front, we have a great little navy dress with that red apples on it, really popular as well. And my favorite is this little sweater.
I saw
so
that.
it's silver and super sweet, but if you flip it over, you got your faux fur here. So again, mixing those textures and really cute. And what's great with all their clothing, machine washable.
Oh,
It's durable, machine washable. Everything's a great price point. Nothing is over, $100 for the women's clothing. All the kids' clothing, 50 and under.
And
really.
with the clothes in front, it looks like you can get from the kids as toddlers
Yep.
right up till.
They're one of the few companies starts at infants and go all the way up, which is really
great.
hard to find. And they don't fade, so you can throw them in the washing machine, dry them. The colors don't fade. This has been washed a few times. Great for
nice.
travel. So I love it. Yeah.
And the temperatures will dip at some
Yeah,
point.
so you want a little coverage.
Yes. Now let's go over to I love your store just because.
Thank you.
What did you bring? Lots of
Okay,
great
so
stuff.
once you have your perfect outfit, you need an accessory. Really great young woman from Oregon who makes this, and it's vinyl. It's marine vinyl, so it looks like leather, keeps the price point down. She uses airplane cable for the handles, and it's just, and she always has a nut on it, so it's smart. And again, mixing that navy with other patterns and textures, room for your cell phones. And she does wonderful textures, and I love it. And these start about $30, and they're under $100 as well. So really affordable. But the coolest part too is if you turn it over, she does wood on the bottom.
Oh, wow.
So when you put your purse down, sometimes we have to, and it's not so nice. It's wood, so it's not going to do anything to the purse.
That's
which is really a smart design.
Yeah.
When will they make mail messenger bags? Because I would buy 3.
It's coming, Joey, I promise.
Good.
And then for the home, scents are really important this year, but natural. These are amazing. They're made in Arkansas. 100% natural from the actual wick to the candle and everything, but incredible. They burn long and clean, and not only are they just wonderful, the packaging. Everything is handed. Right. I mean, what a great hostess gift. That anyone would like it. And we burn this in the store. It goes for about 5-6 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they burn really long, really clean, which I like.
I'm burning autumn candle.
Yes.
And it's, well, sometimes you have to because the weather isn't necessarily
Red
autumn.
Tide,
So
I have to tell you, with our red tide, it helped. So yes, it kind of killed all that and got us into the mood for shopping.
You've got some skin stick in there?
So the big thing too is natural body products. Less than 10 ingredients, 100% natural. This everyone should have. It's lotion in a stick. TSA approved. You don't need your Ziploc bag. You throw it in your purse for men and women. And it's great. I use it on my cuticles, all over. You can use it as a lip gloss. But 100% natural, 100% handmade.
That's really
in Monroe,
cool.
Georgia. And it's $8.
Oh, wow.
I mean, so the price point, they do a foot one that has peppermint and eucalyptus in it, which is great. Their soaps are all natural, but small batches and handcrafted.
Is that a chocolate soap
It
bar?
is a chocolate soap bar, but my favorite is the Rinse Blue Ribbon from Pabst Beer. Yep, there's Pabst beer in there. So the beer makes it lather really well, so it's a perfect guy gift too. And you're clean.
I love that.
So if you're watching your calories, it's a good way to good way to go with that. Yeah.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Then we go to the Black Dog from Martha's Vineyard. Great company. There really was a black dog. Yep. So they do a great line of clothing, but their pet supplies I love. We have everything from the dog dish to the mat.
Really
they bake all their own
Let's see the
treats for the
inside.
dogs, soy-free, gluten-free, wheat-free, which is really important because we want our pets eating healthy as well. But the best I love is, Joey, next to you, the toys to your left. They're made out of fire hose. And they have a squeaky inside, so they're really durable. My dog has not popped it yet.
These stand a chance.
Yeah, they do stand a chance. Everything else, gets destroyed right away. But really great.
Fire
hose. So it's totally durable. You can throw them, tug with them.
Dog like that.
Yes. Dogs, yeah. And then they do cute little bones and treats, and they have wonderful leashes and collars. And again, in those fall colors, blues and reds. And what's nice with the leashes and the collars, they have brass on them. So they're really durable when that dog wants to take off.
Oh, that's good.
Well, these are great reasons to visit the Circle. Also, coming up Thursday, tomorrow night, is Ladies' Night.
Yes.
Great deals, and I see that all of the participants are growing and growing every single
more
month.
and more restaurants, so it's amazing.
Great shopping discounts. You can find the participating stores by the balloons outside, and that is, of course, the third Thursday of every month, and this next one is tomorrow night, September 20th, from 5 to 9 p.m. For more information online, go to ladiesnightonsaintarmands.com. Thanks, Barbara. Great stuff for the fall. All right, speaking of fall, how do we find the best grill? Well, luckily, Linda went out hunting, and she's bringing back some tips.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, fishing, or biking and hiking. or play the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy the flavors of the Black Belt. Book your adventure at our lodges or stay in the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app. This is an ABC7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Ray Collins. Today at noon, a fatal crash on 75 North onto the 275 on-ramp. There's now concern about the structural integrity of that ramp, the latest at noon. And the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office has a morning press conference scheduled to announce a break in a 20-year-old murder case. The victim was killed in her home nearly 20 years ago off Honore near Clark. And now for the forecast, here's John Scalzi.
Ray, thanks very much. We have a general north wind shifting to the west this afternoon with the sea breeze front developing. That'll shift back to the east during the overnight at about 5. On the water is a good place to be today, I would think. It's going to be another warm one. 2-foot seas, light chop on your bay and inland waters. As we head into the afternoon, temperatures will again top out near 90 with about a feels-like temperature of 100. Chances of rainfall are about 30%, beginning first in the inland areas, then gradually drifting back to the coast by evening.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
The final 2018 Accord clearance is now during our model year-end clearance sale. Drive new Accords for just $249 a month. Get an Accord, the North American car of the year, for less than the competition. With more standard features than Camry, Honda Sensing, multi-angle camera, turbocharged engine, and more. New Accords, just $249 a month. Your last chance for new Accords. All on clearance this week at your local Honda dealer.
ABC7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
You know what I like best about grilling? Quite often the men do all the cooking, but we women are pretty good at it too, and both sexes like to show off our skills. But to be a good griller, you've got to have a good grill, and I really need to up my game. So we headed over to Rice's Appliance Store on US 41 to choose just the right one. I need a grill, Zach. I don't even know where to start.
With grills, we try to make it easy. So with all grills, basically you have 3 different fuel types that we offer. Anywhere from a pellet grill, gas grills, and we also carry natural lump charcoal grills in the Komodo style ceramic Big Green Egg. Well, the big easy one that everybody goes to is the Weber gas grill, and it's easy, but it's not as versatile. So a lot of people will want to do something special, like instead of just warming it up and going for it, you want to be a little more involved. You want to do something amazing. For a Big Green Egg, you can do pretty much anything you want. If you want it to be low and slow and you want to do 225 for 6 hours, you can. You want to do those ribs or that pork butt, or you want to do a brisket on here, you can, and the flavor's amazing. A little more versatile, but a little bit more involved in the cooking process. Because we're using natural lump charcoal that doesn't have all those chemicals in it, it's a lot better for you. You don't get that acrid taste. You won't taste those chemicals. And it'll actually infuse the product with a little bit of that smoke flavor, which is fantastic. The flavor of anything off an egg, in my opinion, beats everything else. Now, for people that don't want to be as involved or can't be as involved in their cooking, that's where the Traeger comes in. To get this ready, fill the hopper, and what this is a wood pellet. This is a compressed wood pellet. It plugs in to your electricity, and then what it does, it'll automatically feed those pellets into the burn chamber, which is right underneath, and it burns the pellets using electricity to actually burn it. It's really awesome. because this morning at 8 a.m. I came out, I set it on smoke, and we put a brisket inside. I'm going to turn the temperature gauge to 225, and I'm going to wait until the internal temperature gets up to 205. I'm going to take it off, it'll be ready to go. So it's easy. We're going to cook for 6 hours and not have to babysit it. And right now this grill has a built-in temperature probe system. You typically have something sitting next to it, you have a little timer, you got your little screen sitting next to it, but the new generation, the new controllers that they have out are Wi-Fi enabled. You actually have it on your phone. Oh, temperature probe's almost done. They're the top of each of the categories. Traeger is your top brand when it comes to pellet grills, Weber is your top when it comes to gas grills, and Big Green Egg is your top brand when it comes to the Komodo-style ceramic cookers. We carry the top 3 brands because we only want to have our customers to purchase the best, something that's going to last a long time and you're not going to have to worry about it. But on top of that, they offer a wide assortment. It's all about how many people you traditionally cook for. If you're consistently cooking for 3 to 4 people, the large is the way to go. You know, it's just enough. I have a family of 4. I have a large Big Green Egg. Nobody's ever regretted buying a grill that's slightly too big. But if you got one that's too small, you're like, man, I wish I had one more burger I could fit out in there. It's always, oh, it's just the 2 of us. But then when you got the family that comes over and the grandkids that come over and everybody wants to come see, you end up leaving your grill out of the equation.
Visit Rice's Appliance Grills and Appliances for their selection of the top name brand grills, or you can shop online at ricesflorida.com. Next, from a new look at Mary Poppins to a female superhero, we'll show you what's coming to the movie theaters.
The day you lose your strength is the day you lose your independence. Muscle is lost with age, affecting your energy, balance, and mobility. Before you know it, you're depending on others just to get through the day. But you can reverse and prevent muscle loss. Introducing MyoHealth, a revolutionary proven approach to increased muscle strength and function in as little as 30 days. Live life on your terms with more energy and confidence.
After a serious health issue put me down, MyoHealth's getting me back up again.
I'm doing activities that I haven't done for a long time. It really works.
MyoHealth is a safe, natural dietary supplement, the result of decades of research and 24 human clinical studies. You can live stronger at any age with greater strength, mobility, balance, and energy. Call or go online now and take the MyoHealth 30-Day Strength Challenge.
They are the greatest fighting force the world has ever seen. But what does it take to bridge the distance and keep them connected to family, home, and country? What does it take to strengthen our service members so they can be the greatest force for good in the world? It takes a force. Be a force behind the forces. Give today at force.uso.org.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. There is no obligation and the book is free. Call or go online right now.
My name is Blake. I received a heart transplant when I was 2 weeks old. I play defense for the Red Hot Tornadoes. Sometimes my heart starts pounding like faster and faster as I go. I know I have someone else's heart inside me. It makes me feel happy because someone was generous enough to give me a second chance to live.
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Welcome back. Disney just released 2 new looks at their female-centric blockbusters coming out this season, starting with Marvel's first female-led superhero film. Kelly, I thought of you.
I love
Let's take a look.
Space invasion, big car chase. Truth be told, I was ready to hang it up till I met you today. So you're not from around here?
It's hard to explain.
All right, you might recognize her. That is Brie Larson, the Oscar winner from the film The Room. She is playing Captain Marvel, Marvel's first leading female superhero. And they've teased in this year's Infinity War, and now the movie will come out March 8th. Will you see it?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I like that.
100%. I love the Avengers. Marvel movies.
Yes, and it's nice to see a female-driven hero as well. All right, another one coming out, and this hero might be a little more familiar to some of us. Let's take a look at Mary Poppins Returns.
That's why I live and breathe.
I was blowing the kite and it got caught on a nanny.
Mary,
Poppins, you came back.
you seem hardly to have aged at all.
Really? One never discusses a woman's age, Michael. Would have hoped I taught you better. What brings you
Yes, this is Mary Poppins Returns. So the character of Mary Poppins comes back. She's now watching over the next generation of Banks children whose parents have all grown up. You probably noticed that's Emily Blunt replacing Julie Andrews, of course. It also stars Lin-Manuel Miranda from Hamilton. And word is Dick Van Dyke does return.
Yes.
Yes.
I saw that.
This was filmed obviously before. So yes, how excited are we to see
I am
everyone's
so
favorite
excited.
sassy nanny?
So
I'm
excited.
glad they're not just trying to do it over again
Yes.
like it was
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
And I hope that this also makes like kids now want to go back and see the other one to get ready.
So that's a good point.
Great reason to revisit the old Mary Poppins. Well, that is actually coming out December 19th, so just in time for the holidays. All right, coming up next, Chef Judy has linguine dishes in the kitchen. We've been waiting all hour. We can't wait to join her in just a bit.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-485-6000. That's 1-800-485-6000. Or go to mesoonlylaw.com.
Download the all-new ABC7 First Alert Weather app now. This is an ABC7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Stephanie Webb. Coming up today at noon, why one of Elizabeth Smart's kidnappers is getting out of prison today, years before she was supposed to. And Bucs quarterback Jameis Winston is facing a new lawsuit. We'll tell you why. Right now, though, let's check in with First Alert meteorologist John Scalzi.
Pretty quiet on the weather maps this morning. We have very little happening on our radar imagery across the peninsula of the state. We have some showers out in Gulf and Atlantic waters, but nothing over land. The air is very moist, however, and with a little daytime heating, which we'll get plenty of. Satellite view doesn't show a whole lot of cloud cover building yet, but as we head into the afternoon, that daytime heating will act to produce our sea breeze front. The sea breeze front will help bring showers and thunderstorms along the spine of the state. Then that east wind will push them back in our direction. Our rain chance today comes in at about 30%. First in inland areas, and then those showers will drift slowly back toward the coastline around sunset.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TruStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TruStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
A promise was made. A promise that hit the beaches of Normandy. A vow that captured Iwo Jima. A contract that weathered Tet. A pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq. An IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
Welcome back. We are in the Rice's Appliance Kitchen with Chef Judy. And Judy, you brought a spread of linguine, but for a good reason.
Because I know it's all on your calendars. It is National Linguine Week.
Oh.
Yes.
I should have sent a card.
I know. So let's just talk about linguine for a minute. Linguine is probably the easiest to switch out with spaghetti. Okay, because the texture. Kelly, you were just mentioning that your husband likes it like really mushy. And I'm sorry, I'm throwing him under the bus. Don't you dare. No. Now, the word al dente, those words mean to the bite. So if you just take, a little piece of fresh pasta, you'll see that there, when you taste it, it should have some chew to it. Why? Because you want to cook that last minute in the sauce or in the garlic or the oil, things like that. Yes. And that will absorb into the pasta. Okay. Big debate, do you add oil to the pot? If you add oil to the pot,
after it's cooked,
it will help it while it's cooking. It will help it keep separated. However, it almost forms a seal, so it doesn't absorb the sauce as much. So the best thing to do is work fast. Work fast, use your hot pasta.
Okay. Great tip.
Piccolos, oh my gosh. I think my car is automatically directed to Gulf Gate to Piccolos. And they brought 3, you can go in there, Kelly. They brought 3 linguine dishes. They have linguine with calamari and shrimp marinara. I love their sauce because it has some acid and bite to it. Linda, you're trying the shrimp scampi, traditional over linguine. And of course, one of my favorites is just linguine with garlic and olive oil. A little fresh parsley, right? We can all say hot. So I mentioned Peperonata Pasta. Now they have their brick and mortar over in the Chili's shopping center, but they're also at the Sarasota Farmers Market downtown.
Oh, yes.
And so I brought it today. They're fresh linguine, but they also have some variations. A tomato garlic linguine is lovely when you're going to use that as a base. Maybe, I know John was talking to you where you said, I want linguine now for dinner. Well, you said you had some cod. Pan-sear that cod, sprinkle a little great quality olive oil, and that can go right on the tomato garlic linguine, and just a teeny more olive oil in it, and you'll be set for dinner because it's got that added flavor. Follow the directions on how long to cook. If it says 3 minutes, assume 2 minutes and 45 seconds and do the taste test.
In your experience, does it change if it's one of the flavored linguines? Does it change how long it takes to cook?
No, but there's a big difference between cooking fresh pasta and dry pasta. You have to remember, so the best thing is to cook it. Then reserve a cup of the pasta water in case you need to thicken your sauce. That's a natural thickening because you have the starch. And then, of course, dare I say, one of my all-time favorites is Napoli. I know. I mean, how can you not enjoy their linguine is homemade. Look at this. We have it with fresh lobster. We have with a mix of seafood. So you see the trend. Linguine is just really great with seafood. And of course, with fresh tomato, mozzarella cheese, very simple. I have a recipe in Reflections and Recipes for linguine with shrimp and yellow pesto and things like that. So there's one thing that we have to do, guys. There's this old wives' tale about if you throw pasta against the wall, will it stick? And Linda, you said yes.
Well, I have done it where
it has stuck.
If it's done, it sticks, apparently.
So we all, ladies, gentlemen, are you ready?
Yes.
We're gonna see. Does it stick? No. But if it gets hooked on the oven, it does. That doesn't mean that it doesn't work sometimes. What it means is the bite is the best way. You can throw all the pasta you want, and it did make for fun fodder today, but take the bite and you'll know. And Kelly, we will work on your husband to get him to eat it al dente.
Judy, thank you so much. I would rather take Chef Judy's advice and don't overcook it. That's what I'm going to take away from this. And that linguine can take the flavor of whatever sauce you put it with. So great stuff. Thank you, Chef Judy, for doing the legwork and getting all the dishes here today. Kelly, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thanks
Best of luck at all your locations at Jayco's. And Linda Larson, always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your bite. You take some time. Enjoy the Suncoast view. I'm going in.